Hello everyone, my name is Hex, this is Hex Mania, and welcome back to Slay the Princess. We just completed another route, we did the wild, so now we are back. Back to the beginning. Woo! 3 more routes to go.
You're on a path in the woods.
Shush. Okay. I might just skip ahead on some of this because y'all have already heard some of this, so we're gonna say, sweet, I've always wanted off at Monarch. Viva la Revolution!
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not gonna go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
Yeah, we already dealt with this. We're taking the blade again.
You take the blade from the table.
We've already walked through a lot of this dialogue, so this time we're going to attempt to free the princess while we have the knife. Or at least, initially. So. I know which route I want to go on. It's apotheosis time, baby.
The basement creaks open.
Okay. Okay. So she calls, just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
Alright.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is
She
she really
really
a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She
Alright.
makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Alright, we're gonna drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clap.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Alright.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Alright. We've gone through all of the options before, so I'm just gonna say we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Alright. I'm getting you out of here.
You have to be kidding me.
Except not really. We're gonna try, but the route I want to go on, you know.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Alright, I'm gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around here.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Okay. This is the same options as we tried before, like in the other route, so it won't make any difference here because the princess isn't directly interacting here, so I'm just gonna return to the bottom.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yep.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
We're gonna save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above
More gore
massive,
again.
unyielding
Sorry,
jaw.
everybody.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Oof.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Dang.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah. The nice thing is you can see the sheer personality differences by whether or not you take the blade. It's really fun. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yes we can.
Watch me.
Again, could warn her. We could go down the prisoner route. However, I'm more interested in the other route, so slay.
You bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally. Okay. There's no going back now. Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she barely so much as flinches, turning around to stare at you incredulously.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious.
I don't know what came over you, but if we're doing this, I guess I'll have to kill you.
Yep, we're doing this. Time for a fight.
Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can
Oof.
beat you to death with one.
Oof.
But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
Dang. We're gonna give up.
As the blade falls from your trembling hands, the princess rears back, readying a bone-shattering haymaker.
Time to get punched to death, y'all.
You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your ears before she hits you again. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Yep.
If we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, we'll kill her before she gets out.
Oh, too weak to even try fighting back.
Oof.
How disappointing.
At least we're gonna get her. We're gonna get the beloved, so.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Yep.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Yep.
It can't just end like this, right?
Yes, it can.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep. Welcome to the tower, y'all. Woo!
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, considering we're only 10 minutes in, I'll just keep going. Let's go. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
Oh.
She's just going to kill us again.
Oh my god, broken, my poor little birdie, my bird. Oh, I am sorry. I'm just gonna be like, oh no, the poor pathetic creature.
not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Alright, let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before
you go any further,
she
will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I know.
We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Oh, Broken, my baby. Wait, oh, my boy. Oh.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Oh.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
No, you very much are being a pessimist. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Broken.
You're being annoying.
He's not.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
Okay, I'm gonna double check to get how to get on the route that I want to, because I'm worried it'll mess it up. So, let me look up our route guide. Okay, resist her, then die. Alright, let's go. Proceed into the cabin.
That's what you want. I guess I don't have a say here.
See, because I'm worried about going into the other route, which, like, other route's creepy.
The cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Just because we are small.
We don't feel small. We are small.
We're tiny. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Oh, Broken.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You'd probably look perfectly normal.
You probably would look perfectly normal.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
Alright. Care about whether I'm being lied to if there's a mirror.
As do I. And yeah, there is. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? If you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Alright, we're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, now we're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Light the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Oh, broken. Oh, baby. Oh. Alright, we're entering the basement. Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Dang.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Yay!
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Oh boy.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Come down and witness me. Get yourself a woman who will say, "Come down and witness me."
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Aw, my broken little bird. Aw.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Alright, continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Ah, here we are.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Look at her, absolute goddess.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Yes! Yes!
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Oh. Tighten the grip.
As if on command, the blade
No.
slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
No.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us?
Oh my goodness.
I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
We did drop the blade, oh no. Ah.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Oh. No.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Fuck.
Your legs buckle, and your knees hit the floor.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
Oh boy.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
They're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
God, I love her. I love her so much.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
Alright. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh boy. You're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Well, too bad we don't know her place.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Dang.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Oh my god.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Damn.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
Dang. Alright, I think we're gonna end things here, so thank you so much for watching. We'll continue this next time, because we're already at like 20 minutes, so see ya!